I'm starting on the Material Governance homepage. I want to search for certain materials, but I see straight away that no searches have been saved as yet, neither private nor global searches. So I'd like to build my search screen in such a way that it finds my materials only. Let's look at the classification to see one of our new features. I'll start by choosing Material Class 001 as the class type. I'll choose a class using input help and a class hierarchy. Let's start with class hierarchy 36. I'll drill down and choose the class I want, in this case centrifugal pump. When I choose OK, I can now see the name of the class in brackets after the technical key. Previously, only the technical key was shown, so now it's much more user-friendly. Now I'd like to select some characteristics for this class. Here, I'll choose the guideline for conformity declaration as an example. In the operator field, as well as previous options like is and is not, we now have two new ones to choose from, namely is empty and is not empty. Let's say, for instance, I'm responsible for the guidelines and want to find all materials that don't have a value for this guideline at this point in time. Here, I'd choose is empty to help me do just this. Before I save this search to keep these settings for the future, I'd now like to make a few adjustments first. I'd like to change the order of the search criteria just a little. For instance, I'll move the description up to second in the list, and then choose material group as the third criteria. And finally, I'll add product hierarchy as well. I won't enter anything in these fields just yet though, as I don't want to limit the search right now. Instead, I'd like to use this as a template, so that the next time I call up the search, the fields are empty, allowing me to fill them with whichever values I need. This wasn't possible until now. If you didn't enter any values, the fields weren't saved in the search. So now I can save this search as a private variant, giving me a saved variant for exactly these search criteria, this classification, and for finding materials for which the guideline is not maintained. So what does it look like when I go out and back in again? Well, let's go back in and call up my saved search. As you can see, I immediately see the criteria I chose without any values, as well as my class together with its characteristic and is empty as the operator. I can now carry out the search to find the maximum number of matching materials. And if I need to, I can also make further restrictions in the upper area, of course, like choosing material group 01, so that I then see just the matching materials for this material group. Now let's take a look at another new feature. I'll start by going in to change this material to try and remove the batch management flag. Straight away, we can see that the batch management flag is set, and I'd like to change that. So I choose Edit, Change Request Type Process Material, and then I remove the flag. Now if I click the Check push button, or choose Save or Submit, the system checks if I'm allowed to remove this flag. After all, there are many different reasons why I may not be allowed to do this. And in fact, I can see right here that I'm not allowed to reset it. This message tells me the flag for batch management requirement cannot be changed. So let's click on Display Message Details to see the part that's new. I can now see full details explaining exactly why this is not allowed. In this example, there are many reasons telling us it's because stock already exists, also consignment stock exists, project stock, batches, and SD documents. From here, I can also call up the details for these separate messages directly. I see that stocks already exist at plant level for this material in plant 0001 and storage location 0001. I see that stock and a batch exists at this supplier. I also see that stock exists at this supplier. And I can see that stock exists for this particular sales order. So there are many reasons in this example why we are not allowed to change the batch management flag. For this reason, I'll set the flag again, and either make any other changes if I need to, or just cancel the entire change request and clean up the stocks. Now I'll select a different material group to search through. My search now brings up material P3000, which I'll take a closer look at. I click on the material, choose Edit, and then Process Material. I'm shown a message telling me that a deletion flag has been set at distribution chain level, and what that means exactly. Namely, that I can still carry on and change my data if I need to. If we look at the distribution chains, we can see that distribution chain 0003 has a deletion flag set for it. The difference now is that I'm shown this information directly on the UI when I want to change a material. Up until now, there was no message shown, just the flag itself displayed on the UI. And that's all for now. Thanks for watching these latest improvements to SAP Master Data Governance.